Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. I am so excited to see so many of you here. This is our new counselor orientation, and we will begin. So we would like to first introduce you to our admin team. Nicole DeWitt is not here today with us, but she is our executive director at the central office that is over our department. And Sharon, would you like to say hi?
Sure, and obviously Nicole got it right because her camera, she's looking up. That's what you're supposed to do, just when you take pictures. And yes, I popped out my husband in this picture. I promised to get a better picture. But I am Sharon. I'm very happy that you've decided to join our team. We are very excited to have you. There's new things that we are super excited to share, and we'll get into that on our September 8th kickoff. But I'm not going to take much more time, but I just did want to say thank you for being with us. Thank you for taking a chance with us. And we are super excited. Woohoo!
Thank you. And Beverly, are you here? Yep, you're here. Would you like to say hi?
Hello all, I'm Beverly and I'm the timekeeper for counseling and guidance. So I'll have more to share with you a little bit later in the meeting.
Thank you. And here we are. I'm Edinal, and you see my Winston. More than me, I'm going to talk about Winston because he is a gem, but he is a facility therapy dog. So he is actually certified and insured to be at school sites. And I am a school counselor support for elementary school sites. Patience?
Hello, I'm Patience, and I don't have a Winston. I have a Guru, but he doesn't get to go places with me. But I am this primary support for the middle schools, and Eddie and I also share the K through 8 schools, depending on if it's more elementary or secondary focused. Good to meet you all, and welcome back.
Perfect. And Patrick also knows how to take the picture with the right angle. He is not with us today because this is actually his off week, but he is a head counselor as well in our team, and he is in charge of the TUPE grant. And I'm sure for some of the middle school and high schools, you will be able to meet him later. And next is our wonderful high school team, Allie.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. It's nice to see so many beautiful new faces and some familiar ones as well. I support some of the high schools with my 2 colleagues that will introduce themselves in a little bit. So welcome. Thank you.
Jason.
Hey, everybody. Jason Marr. I'm on the high school team as well.
And Marina.
Hi, everyone. My name is Marina Prieto. I share the awesome team with Ali and Jason, and so we're here to support our high schools. Thanks for being here.
Great, thank you. And then you will be going into breakout rooms later, and elementary school counselors will be with me in the main room, and high school and middle school, we try to pre-assign you to breakout rooms with your own resource counselors, but we will make sure that happens later. And we have sent out postcards to all of our school counselors' houses, but I know you have not gotten it because you were not hired yet. So we will be sending this postcard to your school site. So please be on the lookout. On it, it has saved the date for all school counselor kickoff meeting. It will be on Zoom, but it will show you the course number so you could actually register via professional learning. And then on the front or the back is a QR code for you to order free counseling and guidance logo polo shirt. So please make sure to order one. And when I come and visit you, I expect to see this postcard right in front of your computer because it has a beautiful picture of our team. Just kidding. All right. So departments to know. We have lots of different departments that work alongside us, and lots of departments have school counselors that are supporting them. So we are going to introduce you to some of them that we think you should know. First one is RJP. Amanda and Mario, are you here to say hi?
I am here. I don't know if Mario is here, but I am more than happy to introduce myself and talk a little bit about the department. So thank you for having me. I am Amanda Cutler. I am the resource counselor with the Restorative Justice Department. And the other person on this slide is Mario, who is another resource counselor within our department. Our department focuses on restorative justice and implementing the restorative discipline plan. We have a cluster approach. So by the end of 2022, we would have touched at least all schools within San Diego Unified School District. We, in addition to that, facilitate professional learning, which you can find on the professional learning platform on sandy.net. And we also do a restorative parenting piece, a customized site PDs, and we do a youth leadership program. Most importantly, though, we are here to support you and support your schools with any needs that you might have or any wants you want for your site in terms of restorative justice. And yeah, we're just love the partnership with Counseling and Guidance. And if you need anything, please reach out to us. And we're here for you. And welcome.
Great, thank you so much. Next, we have adult education. Kersley, are you here?
Hi, everyone. This is Kersley Tate. Sorry, you can't see me. I am the adult education counselor, and basically I work with all of the high schools, and we take students 18, 19 years old that will not meet graduation requirements. Obviously, with everything happening right now, we have some exceptions, but I am the very last resource for those students that just could not make it. So we offer 2 different options depending on how many credits they have. We work with trade students as well. We have a partnership with San Diego Workforce to just help our students build their resume skills, find what they're interested in, and basically help them with mock interviews and just kind of get them out there. We also work with students that are over the age of 20. Believe it or not, I think my oldest one is like 50 something, but more power to them if they want to get their high school diploma at that age. So yeah, welcome. I'm glad to have you on our team. And if you need anything, reach out, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Great, thank you. Next, we have our CCTE department, Andreana and Alyssa.
Hi, welcome everyone. We are so excited to be here. I know Alyssa is on the call as well. I also know that I only have less than 4 minutes to talk, so I'm going to only speak for maybe 30 seconds. Anyways, we have all of our things linked here. Everything is a live link. We are thrilled to work as school counselors in conjunction with our counseling and guidance team, and we want to support you all things college career, all things in association with post-secondary plans and opportunities. As you can see here, we cover a lot. And I'll have Alyssa jump in, and then we'll be done.
Hey, everybody. Nice to meet everyone. I'm Alyssa Tudor. I'm one of the counselors with CCTE. I had a short-lived moment with Counseling and Guidance, but I'm supporting the College and Career Access Pathways program, and so we refer to that as CCAP. So if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out, and we also have that linked as well.
And I think to wrap up my 30 seconds is we are 0 to post-secondary. So please reach out if you are in elementary. We have a lot of resources, middle, high school, post. Please email us.
Thank you. Next, we have CYT with Amanda, Anna, and Jesse.
Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Amanda.
Hi everyone, I'm Jesse.
Hey everyone, I'm Anna.
We are the Office of Children and Youth in Transition. So we support, we help you support students who are experiencing homelessness in the foster care system, that are military connected, have refugee status, or returning from the juvenile justice facilities. There's a lot of rights and needs of these students, and you could find a lot of information on our website, kind of linked here. You can also find which of us will be supporting your school site on that website as well. And if you have any questions about any of the youth in these populations, always feel free to reach out to us. We do a lot of consultations and just support, and we're also going to be doing a lot of trainings this year regarding trauma-informed care and also regarding the rights and needs of CYT youth. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. Okay, next we have Home Hospital with Holly.
Hi, everybody. Welcome aboard. I'm so excited to welcome new counselors. Just tell you a little bit about our department. We try to see students and support students who are in any hospital setting in San Diego County or treatment facilities. So we have like Rady's, Ronald McDonald House, all the psychiatric facilities, the UCSD Eating Disorder Program, Polinsky Center, and a STEPS Mental Health Systems Day Treatment Program. So our teachers go out and try to help educate and support those students. So I'm doing a lot of collaborating with all of you. If you have a student who ends up in one of those facilities, feel free to reach out to me. And then I also help facilitate the approval of modified diploma referrals, 167, 216, etc. And I help those counselors to make sure that those students qualify for those diplomas, if in fact they do, throughout the district. So welcome aboard and feel free to reach out. I guess I should put my email, hdoolittle@sandy.net.
Thanks, Holly.
Sure.
Next, we have Placement and Appeal with Richard McFall. Richard, are you here?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Great. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Rick McFall from Placement and Appeals. Our office would be most useful to you as a resource in conjunction with your administrators. We deal mostly with the more serious offenses, expulsions, court school referrals, and things like that, as you can see from the list of our duties here. Again, expulsions are our biggest function. We facilitate the process. If a school feels that a student has committed an offense egregious enough to move to an expulsion, we will determine if it should go to a hearing, and if it does, we'll facilitate that hearing, and then we'll handle the placement of that student at another school, an alternative school, a court school, ALBA school, and then also when it's time to come back, we'll make sure that the student complied with all their reinstatement issues, and then we'll place them at the appropriate school. Could be their original school, could be a different school. We also handle appeals when parents feel that their student was suspended and it wasn't right, they don't feel due process was met or something like that, we'll step in and take a look at it and then make a determination on that.
Perfect.
So
Thank you so much.
I work along with Rosa Calderon, who you'll hear from often if you ever have to call our office, or if she ever needs to reach out for you for information about students.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
And next department is CalSafe. And Sharon, will you be able to speak on this department?
I wasn't planning on it, but I can. Okay, so CalSafe is for any student. I'm not going to read to you, but basically if you have a student who's pregnant, who has had or who has lost a pregnancy, doesn't matter how the student has lost pregnancy, we are really supposed to refer our students to Melissa Janik. She couldn't be with us today, but there's some flyers here in referral form. My suggestion is, because when I was a school site counselor, I didn't even know that we had this program, and I don't, so it's very important. She does counseling for our students that fit the profile of being either, and it doesn't have to be a female student, it could be a male student who's a parent, and it could be any age. So don't think this is just a high school kind of sort of thing. She does work at an alternative site called Garfield that does help students that are minors with their own children, but that doesn't mean by talking with her, your students, you're looking for that placement. She travels throughout the city of San Diego. So if just rule of thumb, if you have a student that has found themselves either to be a parent already or in expecting, whether it's the dad or the mom, please, please, please reach out to Melissa.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And the next one is just a little announcement. Section 504 is not necessarily school counselors, but oftentimes at a school site, it does fall on school counselors to be the site coordinators. So if you do have any questions regarding Section 504, the contact information is on this presentation. Noemi Villegas, she is our Instructional Support Officer for Integrated Youth Services Division, and she is the District 504 Coordinator. And Marco Beltran, he is the Secretary for Noemi. So those two are the contact info. And if you are brand new to Section 504 or to this district, and if you are assigned to be the designated Site 504 coordinator, you have to attend the training before you could actually begin your work as the Site 504 coordinator. So please make sure you find out and sign up for the very first meeting, which I know is in mid-September. Thank you. And next, I'm going to ask Beverly to come back on so she could share with you very important timekeeping information.
Hello, all. I have some information to share. This really is just a touch of timekeeping and what it is. But the important thing to note is that if you are at multiple school sites, your timekeeping will fall under counseling and guidance. And what that means is anything that you have regarding counseling can be emailed to counselingandguidance@sandy.net. Questions, if you need forms, if you're interested in getting more information about filling out your calendar, which we'll talk about a little bit later, just use that email address as your best tool. Also, because you are in a unique situation where being at multiple schools, you're assigned to the counseling and guidance department for timekeeping. Most school counselors will fall under their sites, but please get in touch with your site timekeeper as well. Introduce yourself. They can be a good resource as well as our department. There is also a piece that you'll be receiving in the mail regarding SAMS. SAMS is our absence reporting system. And it's not complicated, but you'll want to be sure and read the information so that if you do have an absence, you know the process prior to your absence. In addition, substitutes. Our department, Counseling and Guidance, does not pay for the cost of substitutes. So if your site is requesting a substitute, if your site principal or administrator is approving a substitute, then they will forward us a budget string so that we can work together to make sure that the substitute that they hire for your absence will be covered with pay. So that's just a really important point to know. Get in touch with your administrator. Whenever you meet with them, ask them, what are your policies about substitutes? And then you'll know ahead of time. So another important piece to know, you'll be receiving an email next week that will have informational type of information as well as a yearly calendar. And this calendar is required for your sites so that we know exactly what your schedule is for each site. So there's more information to come on that, but just know that there's a due date of September 6th. And if you have questions or need any help working through it, just email and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I think that covered everything I had today, but there will be more information to come, and please don't hesitate to reach out. Looking forward to working with you. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Beverly.
You're welcome.
Okay, and we do have some helpful documents that we would like to just mention here. And all these are actually in the Counselor Connection. Counselor Connection. Jason, would you like to explain what that is?
Yeah, so the Counselor Connection is a weekly newsletter that we send out, and we provide content that fits all counselors. And then we also provide content that fits each level, high school, middle school, and elementary. And you can expect it in your inbox every Wednesday. Raise your hand for me if you guys already received the first one. It should have been yesterday. Cool. So a bunch of you already received it. I think if you haven't received it, maybe if you want to just throw your email in the chat box for me, and I can add your name to our listserv.
Perfect. And then I know some of you do not have Sandy email yet, so that could be the reason as well. So within that Counselor Connection is Counselor Landing Page, and Counselor Landing Page has lots of different very informative links to it, which includes counselor contact information. So if you ever wonder, oh my gosh, I need to talk to counselor at ABC school, you go to that counselor contact info, and then you know who that counselor is and the email address. It also has all of our PDs and meeting dates and section numbers that Beverly has put in for us through for the professional learning so that you could register. Unless you register through professional learning, you will not get the Zoom link. So it's really important that you register using professional learning so that you'll get the Zoom link and so that we know who is attending our meetings and PDs. Some of the procedures for all of us to know. EP 10, Emergency Procedure 10, is suicide ideation and self-harm. So anytime a student reveals to you that he or she is having suicide ideation or is harming themselves, there is a specific form and process for you to follow. All of our EP 10 reporting is done online, and that landing page that we just talked about, it has a link to 2122 online reporting. We used to do reporting through hard copy and then fax it over to counseling and guidance department, but we are no longer taking the paper copy. So if you happen to know, like maybe your admin or somebody else faxes it in, we will be emailing them and say, actually, please fill out this online form. And you will also be receiving follow-up form via Google form asking you, hey, how is the student doing now? Admin procedure 6370 is our mandatory reporting and CPS. As a district employee, every single one of us is a mandatory reporter. I know you will be getting Safe School communication soon on your email that you have about 44 days to complete your mandatory training. And I want to say the first one is on child abuse. So I'm sure you will be very familiar with that. And then when you get this presentation from us, Google form for name change and gender support plan is linked in this Google form section. So another helpful document for you to have. And at this point, I am actually going to ask Sharon, our program manager, to lead the Zoom because we are going to have a 10-minute, actually 13-minute conversation about our union. So Sharon, if you could leave the Zoom, we will call you back when we are ready for you to come back.
Okay, yeah, I belong to a different union, so that's the reason. But bye, everybody. Thank you. And I may or may not come back. No, I'm just joking. I'll see you later.
That's fine. And I'm actually going to stop the recording here because it will not be appropriate. Okay, so thank you so much for coming. Again, I'm going to put on a different hat as well as patience. In the union